Okay guys, Nifty Thrifty Girl, featuring a little, this machine actually we've never had before. It's kind of like the green Elna Supermatic, but it's a mini version. It's kind of like a 3/4 size machine. It's really cool. Just had the new rubber drive wheel installed. That's the problem with a lot of these. The drive wheels, it runs on a rubber drive wheel, and it'll get a flat spot in it from sitting, so then it thunks when it runs. Well, this has a brand new drive wheel installed. They do sound a little loud and funky when they run. That's just the way they are. It's an Elna Zigzag. It's a very cool little machine. It has adjustable stitch width. You can move the needle wherever you want. It's not just left, right, center. You actually can move it just little by little with this dial. It's very cool. And this is your stitch length. Your bobbin winder's up here on the top, of course. And it does not have a foot pedal. It has a knee bar control. It hooks in here and it hangs down, and when you're sitting, you know, you would push this to the right, and that's how the machine runs. You could probably change it to foot control, but I'm not. It came with that. It did come in the case, the metal case, and the part of the case, half of the case, and it comes with a box of accessories and the original manual. I'm going to move this stuff out of the way. The half of the case serves as the bed extension. You'll see what I mean. We'll put it on here gently so as to not scratch up the machine. There you go. This is half of the case, and as you can see, it fits right there on the arm and gives you the workspace. Just like most of the other free arm Elnas, this one does the same. And then when you're done, this is half the case that the machine stores inside. And free arm access, you just remove the little bed, just like that. And that's how I'm going to sew with it, because it's just easier. Your bobbin goes back in here behind, and it takes the Elna bobbins. There are some of those included. They're not class 15 or class 66. They're Elna, and you'd have to order them as Elna bobbins. They look like a class 66, but they are not. They have holes on one. Here's some here. They have holes on one side, and they're solid on the other. These are Elna bobbins. So if you'd order more bobbins, you need to make sure you get the right one. They are not class 66. It's a low shank machine. It does come with its own attachments. It has an embroidery foot. It has a zipper foot, which just looks like it's universal. It has some other feet in here, and you'd have to look in the manual. Here's a button sewing foot, it looks like. These 4 bolts that you're going to find in the box, you can actually bolt the machine. If you look underneath, it has 4 areas where you can bolt the machine to the case from underneath. Like if you're going to be traveling and you don't want it, you know, it doesn't move around in the case, but for some reason they provide the bolts as well. So these bolts come up underneath when it's inside the half case and bolt the machine down so it's steady. Those come with it too. Basically, I guess it's like a little Grasshopper. I'm not, you know, I haven't done a lot with Elnas, because every time we see one of the green Elnas, we normally don't buy it because it needs the new drive wheel. I do have about 4 of them here that need the drive wheel, and my husband discovered how easy it is to change, so we might be doing those. Yeehaw. But it's a smooth running little machine, even though it's kind of loud, like I said. It's got a light right over here on the side. And here we go. And you can hear that drive wheel running. But it runs really smooth, and it makes a really nice stitch. It just feels weird when it's running. And the drive wheel should last a long time. They just seem to have flattened out and had the flat spot since they've been sitting for 20 years. As long as you use the machine, the wheels should be fine. And as I said, it runs nice and it makes a really nice stitch. Look at that. Perfect tension. Your tension adjustments here, it kind of threads a little weird. You need to look at the manual. It threads from the back and comes up underneath. They're here and back down through. So it threads a little differently than most machines. Let's change it over to straight stitch. Can't like go crazy on speed, but it can go pretty good. It's very adjustable on speed with the little knee bars. So you can go slower, fast. Just a very nice little Elna Zigzag. Very nice straight stitch. But there it is. That's the Elna free arm zigzag with new drive wheel.